Shaking folks, back with another reaction, back with some more Simple Minds. And we're back to start a new Simple Minds album, which I now realize has been made available by a handful of people. Indeed, Philip has made Simple Minds stuff available for a while, Han Solo as well. Stephan recently sent over a zip file of the next Simple Minds album, New Golddream, 81, 82, 83, 84, a title I'm intrigued about, and thankfully there is a song of that name, so I imagine at some point I will have a little more insight into what that is, even if their lyrics, or vocals I should say, remain a bit elusive on certain songs, though who knows, maybe this album won't be quite as much in that regard. But yeah, Stephan sent over a zip file of wave files of the tracks, which, you know, obviously those are a little bit bigger, but I think there's a little bit less data loss and so on. Regardless, I appreciate all the people who have become champions of the channel, and in this case specifically for Simple Minds and this album, which again I've had made available in a few different ways. So in any case, big ups to all of you, and yeah, this is from 82. It's their 5th studio album, even though it's the 3rd one that I'm going through. I started with Sister Feelings Call, a really great album, and that opening tune, Theme for Great Cities, has lingered in my mind, and indeed what I love about their music, even if I don't always hear the lyrics and the vocals clearly, is their songs always have great atmosphere, they always have great structure and progression and composition. So yeah, even if I'm not picking up all of the lyrical themes, ultimately I enjoy the implied atmosphere and sort of, you know, visual scene that their songs paint for me. So yeah, this is 1982. I did notice in the album artwork that Han Solo made available and the folder that he's made available that the imagery on the cover artwork there's a lot of religious iconography, like Christian iconography, so I'm not sure if that's something that will pervade the album or perhaps, you know, play into the title track, given that, you know, that's the song that is used as the name of the album. So yeah, I'm curious about that, but ultimately the first one maybe seems like it's not going to be running in that direction, at least not in any clear way, and it's called Someone Somewhere in Summertime. Make sure I have that right. I do believe, yeah, Someone Somewhere in Summertime. So it's an interesting phrase. It seems to propose that there's a general role to be filled, but that the specificity or the particulars of it aren't necessarily important. So maybe, you know, anyone can play this role, or at the very least there's not just one special someone who could be important in that fashion. So yeah, I'm curious about it. The phrasing almost seems a bit like cheeky or sarcastic or a bit comedic, and yeah, ultimately it's an interesting phrase in the sense that it suggests a seasonal atmosphere, but without knowing anything more. You know, lots of things can happen in summer, and not just, you know, summer-based recreational activities like swimming or so on. So yeah, there's a lot of intrigue and potential comedy in the title, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, so let's find out, and we'll see if I can catch enough lyrics to figure it out. This is Simple Minds from their 1982 album New Golddream, 81, 82, 83, 84, and it's called Someone Somewhere in Summertime. Oh, I love that opening. I like that singular snare on the before the measure transitions. Like some crystalline layers. It's like this celestial orient hear the title phrase. I love this. It feels nostalgic, reflective. Like I'm just thinking of my childhood. I like how it pulls some of the pressure out of the tune in that transition.
Once more, CC light, holding candles to the flame. Brilliant days, wake up on brilliant days.
Even the rolling hi-hats is
Shadows
fantastic.
of brilliant ways change me all the time.
But it is another one where I'm not catching the majority of the lyrics. The soulful nature of that one synth stroke. That rhythmic guitar. It's giving me epic feelings, even if I'm not quite sure what's going on narratively or conceptually. Amazing opening tune, and again, it's another one where even without me catching most of the actual lines, it's really evocative and scene painting, even if because I can't quite penetrate the themes, that scene becomes more about, my own experiences in history and so on, which, as I've always said, lyrics are an interaction between creator and listener, but I suppose that music more broadly is certainly the same. Nevertheless, do let me know if you have insight on the lyrics for this one. Again, I'm curious about the name of the album overall, as well as the song bearing that name specifically. But yeah, I'm wondering if there isn't a connecting thread, which again, going through the combination album, or, I did them actually separately, but they were linked in another release. Where we, got multiple tunes about cities, and there were multiple tracks that felt very atmospheric and scene painting. So yeah, this feels like we're in a similar territory, even if I really love that one section which, opened the tune as well. There's like a moment where it felt like nostalgic to the point where it's like, maybe I've heard this, because that little melodic riff, that sort of emotional opening, which came back I think at a couple points throughout the tune, that felt nostalgic, but I don't know if it's because I actually heard it, and certainly the rest of the tune did not come back in that way. So, but yeah, I particularly like that melodic configuration which opens the tune. There's a lot of emotion in it. So let me know what you think of that one, and I will see you next time. Peace.